A life cut short, Vanessa Guillén at Fort Hood. Vanessa Guillén was a bright, young woman with dreams as big as the Texas sky. She was proud to serve her country, enlisting in the U.S. Army. Stationed at Fort Hood, she dedicated herself to her duties. She was a soldier, a daughter, a sister, a friend. Vanessa had so much life ahead of her, but her life was cut short, a tragedy that shook the nation and exposed a dark side of the military she swore to protect. Vanessa was determined to make a difference, but her life was taken way too soon. She became another statistic, a name added to the long list of those failed by the very system meant to protect them. The cruel act murder inside Fort Hood. On April 22, 2020, Vanessa Guillén vanished from Fort Hood. The disappearance of a young soldier sent shockwaves through the base and beyond. Weeks turned into months, and the search for Vanessa intensified. The Guillén family, desperate for answers, rallied for justice. Their pleas for help resonated with people across the country. Then, the devastating truth emerged. Vanessa had been brutally murdered. Aaron Robinson, a fellow soldier, was the killer. He bludgeoned Vanessa to death with a hammer. This heinous act exposed the dark underbelly of Fort Hood, a place where violence and fear festered. Uncovering the truth, the investigation, and its findings. The investigation revealed the horrific details of Vanessa's murder. Aaron Robinson, with the help of his girlfriend Cecily Aguilar, disposed of Vanessa's body. They tried to cover up their crimes, but the truth always has a way of coming out. As the authorities closed in, Robinson took his own life. Cecily Aguilar was arrested and charged with helping to cover up the murder. The investigation uncovered more than just the murder. It exposed a system that failed Vanessa and countless others. Whispers ignored. Vanessa's unspoken truth. Before her disappearance, Vanessa confided in her family and friends. She told them about the sexual harassment she endured at Fort Hood. Her voice, though, was ignored. Her pleas for help fell on deaf ears. The system, meant to protect her, failed her. Vanessa's story is a tragic reminder of the pervasive culture of sexual harassment and assault within the military. Her voice, though silenced, ignited a firestorm. Section 5. Broken System, Fort Hood's Toxic Culture. The investigation into Vanessa's murder uncovered a deeply disturbing truth. Fort Hood had a toxic culture. The leadership failed to address rampant sexual harassment and assault. They turned a blind eye to the suffering of soldiers like Vanessa. The system was broken. Soldiers were afraid to speak up, fearing retaliation. The very people entrusted with their safety were part of the problem. The trust was shattered. Section 6. Justice for Vanessa. Holding perpetrators accountable. The fight for justice for Vanessa Guillén became a national movement. People demanded accountability from the military. The outcry was loud and clear. Enough is enough. The military took action. But was it enough? 14 officers and soldiers at Fort Hood faced disciplinary measures. They were fired or suspended. But true justice would be ensuring that no other family has to endure the pain the Guillén family experienced. Section 7. A Mother's Fight, the Legacy of Vanessa Guillén. Vanessa's mother, Gloria Guillén, became a powerful voice for change. She channeled her grief into action, demanding justice for her daughter and all victims of military sexual assault. Her unwavering commitment forced the military to confront its demons. She ensured her daughter's death was not in vain. Section 8. Seeds of Change, New Policies and Protections. In the aftermath of Vanessa's murder, the military implemented new policies. The goal to prevent future tragedies. Changes to the Sexual Harassment Assault Response and Prevention, or SHARP program, were made. They established a new process for reporting sexual harassment and assault. They created a system for tracking missing soldiers. These changes, a step in the right direction, are Vanessa's legacy. Section 9. Never Again, a call for lasting reform. The fight for justice doesn't end with policy changes. It requires a fundamental shift in the military's culture, a culture where every soldier feels safe, respected, and protected. Vanessa's tragic death must be a catalyst for lasting reform. We must honor her memory by creating a military where every soldier is valued, where their voices are heard, and where justice prevails. Never again should a soldier have to endure what Vanessa went through.